Family, I need you to understand something today. Your environment holds power over your destiny. The space you retreat to, the place where you close your eyes and rest your mind, speaks louder than you realize. You may think that the things surrounding you are just stuff, but what if I told you that some of those things are not just cluttering your room, they're cluttering your future? What if I told you that there are hidden forces in your bedroom, forces that are attracting the wrong energy, the wrong people, and even the wrong circumstances? Today, we're going to talk about 5 things you need to remove from your bedroom. These are the silent thieves that are stealing your peace, your prosperity, and your potential. They are subtle, but they are powerful. And when we remove them, we open the door to a new chapter, a chapter where your dreams aren't just a wish, but a reality. Are you ready to break free from the chains of scarcity? Let's get to work. Old and broken items in your bedroom are more than just physical clutter. They are symbols of a mindset that holds on to the past and prevents growth. When you keep items that are no longer useful, you are subconsciously holding on to things that no longer serve a purpose in your life. These items may carry memories, but they also carry energy, the energy of what they represent. They remind you of a time when things were different, or when something was broken that should have been repaired or let go of. This is especially true for items that are physically damaged or worn out. They serve as a visual representation of things you haven't yet addressed, either in your physical space or in your emotional life. Every time you look at something that is old or broken, your mind is reminded that something in your life isn't whole. It's a constant reminder that something needs fixing, whether it's a literal object or a metaphorical part of your life. The emotional energy of brokenness can subtly influence how you view your own life, your goals, and your potential. When you surround yourself with objects that are cracked, torn, or worn down, you're telling yourself that it's okay to keep things that don't work or that you don't truly need. It sends a message to your subconscious that you can live with less. And not in a way that encourages simplicity or minimalism, but in a way that reinforces scarcity. Broken items also come with a sense of unresolved energy. You may hold on to something because it was once important to you, and there's a fear that letting it go means letting go of a part of yourself. However, hanging on to things that are no longer functional keeps you tethered to the past. It blocks your ability to move forward. Imagine how different your life could look if you cleared the space in your bedroom for new, vibrant energy. That broken chair, that cracked mirror, those clothes you no longer wear, they occupy valuable space and mental bandwidth that could be used for something better, something that represents your current or future self. Furthermore, broken items can physically obstruct your movement, your comfort, and your peace of mind. A torn pillowcase might not seem like much in the grand scheme of things, but these small, seemingly insignificant things can slowly chip away at your sense of well-being. You may be unknowingly living with these imperfections because you've become accustomed to them, but the reality is they are taking up space, literally and energetically, in your life. You are allowing these things to occupy your mental and emotional energy without realizing it. This can manifest as a sense of unrest, dissatisfaction, or the feeling that things aren't as they should be, even when you can't pinpoint exactly why. The energy of brokenness often has a trickle-down effect on your finances and your mental health. Keeping broken items in your bedroom might reflect a mentality of scarcity, a fear of letting go because you might not be able to replace them. It reflects a lack of faith in your ability to create a future that's full of abundance. Think about it. When you allow yourself to hold on to things that no longer serve you, you're essentially telling the universe that you don't trust the flow of good things into your life. You don't believe that there's more available to you, so you hold on to what's broken, clinging to it as if it's your only option. This lack of faith can cause stagnation and delay in other areas of your life, such as your career, relationships, and overall prosperity. In addition, the subconscious mind doesn't make distinctions between material objects and personal growth. It sees them both as things that need attention. Therefore, when you allow broken things to linger in your space, you are also unintentionally allowing your inner self to remain fragmented. It can lead to a mindset where you feel unworthy of the best that life has to offer because you're so used to living with things that are less than ideal. The broken chair becomes a metaphor for your unhealed wounds, the cracked lamp for your dimmed potential, and the chipped mug for the lack of self-care and nourishment you give to yourself. Clearing your space of these broken items doesn't just make room for new things, it makes room for new energy. The act of letting go of things that no longer serve you is a powerful declaration to the universe that you are ready for something better. You are ready to receive new opportunities, new energy, and new resources. You are actively choosing to release what's no longer working so you can make space for what is. The more you release the physical clutter, the more you begin to notice mental and emotional space opening up. Your mind starts to focus on possibilities, and you begin to recognize opportunities where you once saw limitation. There's also an element of self-respect in removing broken items from your bedroom. Your space should be a reflection of how you treat yourself. By holding on to items that are worn out or no longer useful, you send a message to yourself that you don't deserve better, that you're okay with living in a state of imperfection. When you clear your space of broken items, you are sending a signal to your subconscious that you are worthy of things that are whole, things that function, things that bring you peace and joy. You begin to set a standard for your environment, and that standard becomes a reflection of your self-worth. When you respect your space, you are showing respect for yourself. Letting go of broken items is also a practice of releasing attachment. Our attachment to things often comes from a place of fear or insecurity. We hold on to things because we feel like we need them, or because we fear that without them, we won't have enough. But the reality is, when we let go of these attachments, we create space for greater abundance. When we choose to release what's broken, we are making a powerful statement that we trust the process of life. We trust that by releasing what no longer serves us, we are making room for things that will serve us better. By removing old and broken items from your bedroom, you are not just clearing physical space, you are also clearing mental and emotional space. This process of releasing creates a sense of freedom. You're no longer weighed down by the past. You're no longer living in a room filled with reminders of things that need fixing. Instead, you are stepping into a new chapter, one where your energy is focused on growth, abundance, and possibility. You are giving yourself permission to embrace newness, to invite in what will support your future self, and to honor the present moment by creating a space that reflects who you are becoming. This is more than just cleaning your room. This is about transforming your mindset. It's about making a decision to let go of everything that is no longer aligned with the life you want to create. It's about clearing out the old to make way for the new, and choosing to believe that you deserve more peace, more joy, more abundance. When you clear your bedroom of broken items, you are also clearing your path toward the life you've always dreamed of. Negative or stagnant energy in your bedroom is a powerful force that can have a deep and lasting impact on your life. It's often something that people overlook because it's not always visible or tangible, but it is there, lingering in the air and settling into the corners of your space, creating an environment that isn't conducive to growth, peace, or prosperity. This energy can manifest in many ways: through unresolved emotions, unhealed wounds, toxic relationships, or simply by the things you have chosen to keep around you that hold bad memories or negative association. Whatever form it takes, negative energy attracts more negativity, and when it has a place to settle in your personal space, particularly in the room where you rest and recharge, it can seriously hinder your ability to thrive. First, let's consider how unresolved emotions contribute to this stagnant energy. Every unaddressed emotional wound, whether it's from a past relationship, a past trauma, or even an unresolved argument, leaves a residue in the space it was created. You might not realize it, but emotions are powerful. They linger in the air, and over time they accumulate, creating an atmosphere that feels heavy and oppressive. If your bedroom is filled